What's going on, guys, and welcome to Mustachebetting, a place where you become the best betting version of yourself. And welcome to NBA Saturday over here at the Mustachebetting channel. I have some exclusive player props for you all of which I put a ton of research into them, as I always do. I am so incredibly sorry for the late upload, but I am feeling a little under the weather today. I woke up, didn't have a lot of energy, so I slept in a little bit. Despite that, once I did have gather up some energy, I was able to put all of that energy into some research. So again, sorry for the late upload. I'll be better soon. But yeah, so let's recap yesterday as a whole first before we dive into those plays, shall we? So yesterday, we took Noah Clowney to go over 12.5 points. He ends exactly on 12 despite shooting 2 for 8, so that ends up losing. And then we took Reed Shepherd to go over 10.5 points. That ended up hitting as well. And then, that ended up hitting. And then we took Saddiq Bey to go over 14.5 points. And despite him shooting 3 for 13, he ends on 11. So unfortunately, we go 1 and 2 on the day, and that brings us our daily total to -1 unit. And that brings our season total in the NBA to -5.2 units as a whole. But I know this isn't what you guys want to hear, but I was incredibly fortunate to see the amount of volume that these players I took and how much volume that they were getting. So Noah Clowney, like I said, he ended on 12 points exactly, but he shot 2 for 8. So if he had just made one more bucket, that line would have hit easily. The volume was there. I know that's something you guys probably don't want to hear, but when the volume's there, that's a bet that I have to take 9 out of 10 times, because in the long term, it will become more profitable to take those types of bets. And then likewise, if you look at Saddiq Bey, he ends on 11 points and he shot 3 for 13. So a couple more baskets, 2 more baskets, and that prop would have hit as well. But what I'm looking for mostly is volume, and what the research did suggest is that the volume was actually there. I know a lot of people say that, but this volume was actually there. So I'm going to continue with this approach that I took yesterday. We're just going to see how it plays out. But with that being said, I have 3 of my best bets for you guys today. Let's jump right into them. So my first best bet of the day, it's going to be Miles Bridges of the Hornets over 21.5 points, -120 at DraftKings for a unit. Now, Miles, he's hit the over on this line in 6 of his last 10. Today, he'll face off against the Thunder, who allow the 3rd most points to the power forward position. Additionally, his field goal attempts, they're up. Remember, this is the stat I was talking about earlier. They're up 3.3% over his last 3 games. So I anticipate there to be some increased volume in terms of shooting percentage. Additionally, 5 of the last 6 power forwards to face this Thunder team, they have all gone over. So I like Miles Bridges here to hopefully continue the pattern and go over. And if you guys could, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you have those notifications turned on so that you are not missing out on any of the value of my plays. As always, guys, if you have those notifications turned on, they will help you get these plays in as soon as I put them in. So it's helping you increase profitability long term. Make sure you have those notifications turned on. Thanks, guys. So my second best bet of the day, it's going to be Sam Merrill over 11.5 points. He plays for the Cavs, -102 at FanDuel for a unit. Now, Sam, he's hit the over in this line in 7 of his last 10. Today, he'll face off against the Grizzlies, who allow the 2nd most points to the shooting guard position. Additionally, the last 5 shooting guards to face off against this Grizzlies team, they have all gone over. And Sam, his field goal attempts, they have jumped over his last 3 games, to shooting up to a 3% increase. So additionally, in terms of team pace, the Cavs, they rank 4th, and the Grizzlies, they rank 7th. So these are 2 top 15 percentile teams when it comes to pace and the pace metric. So I anticipate this to be a high-scoring, fast-scoring affair. For all these reasons and more, I like Sam Merrill here in this pace-up spot to go over. So my third and final best bet of the day, it's going to be Santi Aldama of the Grizzlies on the other side of that game, over 12.5 points, -114 at FanDuel for a unit. Now, Santi, his field goal percentage, it's up 9% over his last 3 games, and he'll face off against the Cavs, who allow the 7th most points to the power forward position. As I just mentioned, if you look at the pace metric earlier, the Cavs and Grizzlies, they rank in the top 15 percentiles. So I anticipate this to be a high-scoring affair for both teams, and these are 2 spots I like on each side of those teams. So give me Santi Aldama here to go over. Recap everything. We have Miles Bridges to go over his 21.5 points prop on DraftKings is where I took that price. Then we have Sam Merrill to go over 11.5 points. He plays for the Cavs. And then we have Santi Aldama of the Grizzlies on the other side of that game to go over 12.5 points. Now, the Cavs and Grizzlies game, it does start at 5 o'clock. Again, I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'm sorry for the late upload. I really am, guys. I always try to upload videos at around 8 o'clock in the morning, but sometimes I just can't can't forecast being sick like I was earlier this morning, but I'm sorry for that. I'll make sure in the future to maybe try and upload something to the community notes section of the area so that I can just at least get the word out. But yeah, I appreciate you all for sticking with me. If you guys could please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you have those notifications turned on so that you are not missing out on any of the value of my plays. And yeah, that's all I have. It should be an exciting NBA slate, and my NFL video will be released later on today in the next 2 hours or so. So be on the lookout for that. But that is all I have for you guys today. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow.